Never forget. A poem by French Louis. Never forget. 9/11 was an inside job. It was planned and orchestrated. Crisis, reaction, solution. First, make the people sob. It was carried out by they, the bankers mob. The ones like Carl Schwab. Okay, this is what went down. They said never forget, and we didn't. We're still here, saying the truth must be found. We have videos of the buildings being bombed. You can hear the explosion sound. Yes, they were very loud. And people were even saying they heard explosions. You can even find testimonies from the crowd. And then George Bush said you were either with us or the terrorists, as he acted proud. And then he put an attack on freedom, as he took America down. Tower 7 was a controlled demolition. Even Rosie O'Donnell agrees. Trump said there must have been bombs. He knew the guy that built the buildings, and steel columns is what he saw. Now the buildings fell at a freefall speed. And NIST said jet fuel? Just believe. $2 trillion went missing the day before. Now these bankers received. Because these tyrants don't do anything for free. Shelvin Silverstein. He owned the buildings, and it wasn't even like he was trying to deceive. He said pull 7, back up, and just leave. He made $3 billion off the insurance claim. He bought the complex from David Rockefeller shortly before. So they couldn't, to David, point blame. But it doesn't even matter exactly who. It's all really the same. But first, there must arise disorder, and then hide the evidence. So out to sea, they dump the bricks and the mortar. And then politicians cheered, be strong, never surrender, as they wear cheap suits, so they don't come across as a demon from Mordor. As soon as the dust settled, they started staging more. The underwear bomber, the shoe bomber, now checkpoints and security measures soared. Freedom was killed, and it was carried out without even having a bloody war. The Patriot Act was a way to take away your freedoms from their core. See, to be free is to take responsibility to the things that are done to you. If you get sick, it's you to blame. That's what your immune system is for. And if we get attacked, fight back. We are tough guys according to folklore. But we don't even go after the country that the terrorists came from. It was declared a war on terror, and it still hasn't even technically ended. The world was then changed. Security checkpoints, everything through fear has everything rearranged. And the conspiracy theorist is saying it's all staged. And then the culture laughs at me. Some even lash out, thinking if we don't prevent problems, problems will maim. But even with these new security measures and now censorship, these problems are here to stay. And now everyone's saying the anti-government is getting in the way. And we are. We're blocking tyranny. And I know the news says this is not okay. But until my final breath, on my dying day, 9/11 was an inside job. No, I won't recant. It was all staged, is what I'll always say. George Bush lied, said weapons of mass destruction were in Iraq. He couldn't even say the word strategize. Obama faked cried, moved the war over to Afghanistan, and everyone was asking why. He said, we marched them in, we're just going to march them out. And then he was like, psych. And it was all brought to you by a video production. They used pre-made tapes, VNRs, video news release. The press even questioned this because it didn't seem right. Bush said it's fine. It even brings the Pentagon to light. Just in case you missed it, this means they were using state-sponsored news. Even the Democrats began to fight. Michael Moore had George Bush in his sights. But they only wanted to bash Republicans and not blame the bankers who were the ones who always bite. Now information and arguments are controlled. This should bring a stir of fright. Now it's 22 years later, and the New World Order is still our waiter. They keep bringing us the things we didn't order, and the public still won't blame the rulers. When will they ever say, kings, see ya later? To freedom, these tyrants are the biggest hater. Freedom produces peace. Rules give away for rulers to feast. And it's all giving away for them to mark us with the mark of the beast.